Hello everyone, welcome back to another GTA Online video. Today on the show, we're going to be going over everything that you have to take advantage of before the new GTA Online Money Fronts Summer DLC update goes live on Tuesday, June the 17th. First up, let's just talk about the release. Of course, it's going to be at about 4 a.m. or so Central Standard Time in the US, Tuesday in the morning, June the 17th. That's Central Time, US. Convert that to your local time zone to get the time it goes live for you. That'll be 5 a.m. Eastern. That'll also be 2 a.m. Pacific, 3 a.m. Mountain Time. If you're international, obviously just use a time converter. That being said, we have a lot of opportunities that are going away that you definitely do want to take advantage of before we get the new DLC, things like that. And at the time of me making this video, it's actually Saturday, June the 14th. I'll be uploading this on Sunday, June the 15th, and hopefully by Monday, we should have that trailer. We were supposed to get it Friday. Rockstar never usually leaves trailers this late. They're kind of like repeating themselves like what they used to do with Red Dead Online, but GTA Online, they would always give a trailer and, you know, the teaser newswire that we got well in advance, at least the week, and we had the whole week to kind of get excited and hyped about the DLC. But they're definitely doing it a little bit different this time. Either way, we're going to jump into everything from this extended weekly event that's been live since June the 5th. We're going to go over all of the money bonuses they have left to take advantage of for a limited time. Of course, the discounts, rare and removed vehicles that will be going away, and hopefully you don't miss out on those. Here at the LS Car Meet, when it comes to our test drive vehicles, we have some great options. So let's start off with the one I was using at the beginning of today's video. It is the Grotti Carbonizzaire, which is highly sought after whenever it returns into the game. It offers a really nice set of balanced performance with good acceleration, super high top speed for more of a beginner-friendly vehicle. It's super easy to control, doesn't have too much understeer or oversteer. It's not like top of its class for a sports car, but it's a nice middle of the road sports car. Again, ideal for new players who are seeking something reliable, something fast, and of course, something that's good looking that they can add to their garage. And overall, it's pretty cheap too. You can get it for $195,000 this week. Next up, the Dinka Veris. This is the heaviest ATV in the entire game. Just average acceleration, does have a good enough turning radius. Of course, with these exposed tires, you need bulletproof tires on here. Not really going to be a top choice for off-road racing, but it is surprisingly durable for a quad, and it's got a funny and humorous traction improvement. You can add a saddlebag to this vehicle. It's in the spoiler section, funny enough, and that will give you better downforce and better traction, which is hilarious on the fact that you can get this on an ATV. It makes no sense, but for $192,000, maybe you want to try it out. Next, the Albany Alpha. This is a very sporty model. I like the way it looks. High top speed of 118 miles an hour, which for an older vehicle, pretty good. Brisk acceleration. You do have a little bit of wheel spin, and that's because it's super lightweight and it's also rear wheel drive. Obviously, this thing would look like it's super heavy because it's got, you know, a long appearance, long wheelbase, all that, but it's very light, very agile, smooth to drive, really good braking, and it's just good for like casually cruising around the map. It's not going to be a top contender in competitive races or anything like that, but if you want a vehicle that's inspired by that 2013 Cadillac El Mirage concept car, well, this is going to be a vehicle that looks like that and gives you solid performance at what I think is a very fair price point. And the price is $150,000. Here at Simeon's Premium Deluxe Motorsport and Car Dealership, we have the following vehicles to check out. So let's go start off with probably my least favorite one, unfortunately, the Vapid Hustler, which, you know, I would say kind of matches the speed of comparable muscle cars, sort of middle of the road vehicles, etc., but it's going to fall short in the handling department and braking. I find it a little bit challenging to control, particularly on sharp turns, or if I'm driving off-road with this thing, if I ever were to decide to take it off-road. It's durable against some minor damage and collisions, but you will eventually impact the performance of it if you like crash into a wall or crash into vehicles, stuff like that. You get a lot of oversteer, poor performance on technical tracks. Still, if you're a hot rod enthusiast, this is going to be a fun, albeit flawed ride, and it's not super expensive either. I mean, $645,000, depending on the type of player you are. That may be expensive for you, may not be, but we will move on here to the Volcar Fagiloa here, which I actually really like. It's modeled after the Volvo Amazon wagon. Acceleration is just average, same with the top speed. It does have a lot of oversteer if you take a corner really sharply and at fast speed, but you can maintain your speed off-road if you want to take it like up in the mountains for whatever reason. The braking, you're going to lock up the wheels very fast if you decide to like slam on the brakes. It's not really a desirable choice for many players in GTA, but I do like the look of it. And if you want something classic and more of like a collector's item, this could be for you $359,510. Moving on, the Vapid Blade. This This car is surprising. It's a muscle car, but it has supercar rivaling acceleration and top speed, honestly. I mean, maybe not top speed, but definitely in the acceleration department. This thing pulls like crazy. It's inspired by that 1965 Ford Falcon. You do need to be careful with the handling because this thing has crazy amounts of understeer. It's a little bit challenging to drive, but it's something fun if you want to take it into a race or try and evade the cops with it. And if you want to buy it, it is going to run you $160,000. So it's not really super expensive either. Let me just double check that price. Yeah, $160,000 right there. Next, this is the Hijack Rusted. It's inspired and styled after the Vol 05. You get quick acceleration. It's super lightweight. It's agile. It's nimble, but it's still sturdy and very resilient if you were to crash with this thing, despite it weighing the amount of a feather. It's got the open top design, so be careful getting headshotted by players driving past them, things like that. Performance in races isn't amazing because despite it being agile, nimble, very quick, it doesn't really have the best traction. So the car should be able to take a turn because it doesn't weigh that much and you're not going to plow into a wall, but the tires just don't have any grip for some reason, and that's unfortunate. So if you do want to buy it, if it still interests you, $437,000 is the take-home price. Then we have the LCC Hexer here. This is a nice, smooth cruising chopper. Handling isn't going to be top-notch, but it manages well enough in traffic. It's a solid choice if you want a stylish bike. You don't need top-tier performance, and overall, I do like the design a lot. If you want to buy this bike, it's going to run you $15,000, so it's not expensive at all. This segment of the video is not supposed to be a money guide. I've uploaded that before, and I will have it linked down in my description below if you want to check it out. But just as a reminder on our bonuses, probably the most important one, we have two very important ones for this week you don't want to miss out on. First, since I'm here in my vehicle warehouse, it's double money and double RP on the vehicle cargo sell missions, the import-export vehicle warehouse and DLC business. You sell the top range vehicle, you could sell it in an invite-only session for $200,000. You could sell it with a max high demand bonus in a public session for $300,000. Either way, you're going to eat $40,000 because of the modification cost and the expenses. So you're either going to be making $160,000 profit selling these in invite-only sessions, or up to $260,000 selling for that max 1.5x bonus and sale bonus with the high demand bonus for 20 plus players in the lobby. Obviously, players have been farming the vehicle cargo all week. If you want to learn more about this, I have a video on it that you could definitely check out. This is just to remind you guys of our bonuses. The Diamond Casino Heist still has guaranteed diamonds, so that is pretty cool. Every single playthrough that you do, you're going to be getting guaranteed diamonds. The casino work, as well as the casino story missions, if you were to call up Agatha Baker as well, you could do those to earn chips and money. Both the casino storyline missions that you need to own the master penthouse for, as well as the casino work missions, those are paying out double money and double RP. We also have 3 times money on the featured series, as well as 3 times money and RP on the community series, adversary modes, and jobs that are featured, of course, in the jobs list. If you navigate to here, play job, community jobs, and find the ones that are paying out 3 times money and 3 times RP. But overall, vehicle cargo and Diamond Casino Heist, if you have at least one other player to run the finale with you, well, those are definitely going to be the meta ways of making money while you prepare for the new Money Fronts DLC. Let's discuss all of our discounts for this week next here in GTA Online, because every single arcade property in the game, plus all the arcade upgrades and modifications, are going to be 30% off. So you can change the style, the mural, the floor, neon art, the extras, and get the garage. But all of the upgrades and modifications here that you can make are going to be 30% off. In addition to that, if you would like the casino master penthouse to do the casino missions like I was talking about, well, you actually can do that, because the penthouse, the casino master penthouse, is also going to be 30% off. And in addition to that, the master penthouse with all the different upgrades and modifications to this actual property interior are also going to be on discount. So that's awesome. Not only that, I'm not here to show it to you on this exact computer here. You need to go to your CEO executive office computer, but the vehicle warehouse is in the game, you know, to start your import-export vehicle cargo business. That's also going to be on discount. So the office was on discount last week. The vehicle warehouse wasn't. Now the vehicle warehouse is on discount for this event, but of course the office isn't. So if you didn't get the office last week, you do need to buy it this week at full price to then buy the vehicle warehouse. But nonetheless, that's also 30% off. Super highly worth it. Let's jump into all of the other vehicle discounts now, because we have some great ones. So over on Warstock, it's an oldie but a goodie. The HVY Insurgent is going to be 30% off for all players. So if I could bring it up right here, I could show you the price. The normal Insurgent here, $628,000 or $472,500 with the trade price. Then on Legendary Motorsport, you have some more vehicle discounts to avail of here, and some pretty solid ones as well. The Gratiatali GTO, this is a $1.1179 million sports car. It's tied for best sports car in the game with the Grotti Italia RSX. Honestly, it really depends on just whichever vehicle appearance and aesthetic you like better. I like both. I think I actually like the GTO a little bit more though. This car I feel like has a little bit better handling. The Italia RSX slides a little bit too much in my opinion, but in terms of acceleration and top speed, they're honestly neck and neck. But just due to the handling, I think that's why I like the GTO more personally, but they're very, very similar. They have a similar exhaust note, things like that. This vehicle here is going to be 40% off. Next up, the Cheval Taipan, 40% off, $1.118 million. We have the Pfister Comet SR for $687,000. Both of these are 40% off. After that, the Obey Tailgater S is $672 grand. This is 40% off. The Ubermacht Reblo GTS, I love this BMW. This is based off of an X5, $705,000. This is also going to be 40% off. And we have one more vehicle on discount, but you need to head over to the two-door section on Southern San Andreas Super Autos. It is the LS Tuners Vapid Dominator ASP. A beautiful Mustang Cobra. You can get this for under 800 grand for 40% off. Highly, highly worth it. At the Diamond Casino and Resort, your Lucky Wheel podium vehicle for the rest of this weekly update is the Karen Futo GTX, which is pretty good in the top speed department. It's a great drifting vehicle, but it is very susceptible to damage when you crash. You're going to encounter handling issues, things like that. But like I said, drifting's awesome. It's got great race performance, and I'd say it's definitely a fan favorite because of the fact that you can just drive really well with it. It's nice and agile, and drifting around with it is very fun. And you could actually slap on some drift tuning upgrades as well. So that's really nice when it comes to that vehicle. But let's spin the lucky wheel, see what we can get. We haven't been able to win it any of these days during this weekly event that's been extended here. But can we get lucky for one of these final days? We're going to get so close, but we're going to get 25,000 chips, which is actually not bad. I'll take 25 grand right there. Your LS Car Meet prize ride at the LS Car Meet for the rest of this weekly event before the new DLC. It is the Imponte Ruiner ZZ8. You can unlock this vehicle for $0 just by placing top 3 in LS Car Meet Series races for 3 consecutive days in a row. Just like the podium vehicle, the Karen Futo GTX, I reviewed this in my DLC free vehicles video that I did covering, usually every single week. I used to do it, and then I brought the series back recently, covering the weekly podium vehicle and the weekly prize ride, because you can unlock them both for $0, and I review those cars. This is a great one. Obviously, the aesthetic is close enough to the 1998 to 2002 Pontiac Firebird. You get an awesome look with this car. I would say it's obvious it's a good muscle car overall. Good enough top speed, great acceleration. Handling, I think that's overall good. It can fishtail a little bit, and it demands a little bit of finesse if you want to manage that oversteer characteristic. But that being said, the body, it looks visually sturdy. It's an awesome looking vehicle, and you should definitely try and unlock it before it goes away at the end of this weekly event when the DLC drops. At the salvage yard, you have the following vehicle robberies available all the way until the end of June the 16th, or even very early morning in the US time on June the 17th before the update actually drops. But the Duggan robbery is going to feature this standard range Dinka Blista Conjo. Over here on the left, we have the Pegassi Toros mid-range vehicle for the rest of this weekly update featured in the cargo ship robbery, and then the overflawed Autarch top range vehicle featured in the McToney robbery. None of these 3, as you can see, are claimable. And when it comes to the gun van stock and selection for this weekly update, we have some awesome opportunities. So the gun van exclusive battle rifle is featured here for all players. The Widowmaker is going to be featured here, and it's 40% off for GTA Plus members. We have the beautiful railgun. This was actually available before, and I said for players to buy it, it's worth it at full price because obviously it's the railgun. We rarely see it make its way into the gun van, and it's a super useful tool for taking out aircraft in this game. But if you waited to buy it, and before you got the next weekly update news, you definitely made the right play because it's 50% off this week. So you could take advantage of a half price discount, which is just absolutely awesome. Then the miniguns featured here, the Assault SMG and the Crowbar if you want it. I'm super excited for this DLC. I'm definitely curious about what type of information will be revealed to us in the trailer. Hopefully we end up getting a trailer on Monday. I'm assuming since, we got the Newswire on Wednesday this previous week, and of course we didn't get the trailer on Thursday or Friday. I'm hoping by Monday we have it. That way we have something to talk about before the DLC goes live, and we're not just going in blind. That being said, who knows? Rockstar could just release the day the DLC comes out, because they usually use and reuse that trailer for marketing purposes and things like that. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Check me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. I'll be live twitch.tv/HazardusHDTV, grinding GTA Online, earning money, and preparing for this DLC. So definitely check out those live streams if you want to get involved. And I will see you guys, of course, in the next video, and with all of our coverage with the new GTA Online Monday Money Fronts DLC starting this Tuesday. All right, have a great day. Adios, amigos.